Hello, everybody. Thank you for stopping by. I'm back. Surprise, surprise. I'm really enjoying my time with you, and I hope that you are enjoying your time with me. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you're new here, welcome. Let me just tap you and make sure that you are in focus. Okay. So this is a project that I was inspired by Rhonda at A Little Bit French, and I will leave the link below to her video where I was inspired to do this. And so I have one bronze bezel left, and this is like, you could put a cameo or anything inside, and I do have like the glass pieces that will go over them, but it makes it really heavy, and which is fine, but it does magnify the image, which is good too. But I'm not going to do that. Well, for this anyway. Let me get it out. So anyway, all I did was, since I'm not going to be using it as a charm for this, but I will make a charm and show you what it looks like. I just took that off, and I'll show you how easy it is to take off. If you don't have any jewelry pliers, these are so old. You could use anything, and actually, I think I'll use these. All you do is take it and twist it, and it comes right off. Okay, so these are just alloy steel. I don't even remember where I got them. It could have been any, jewelry store or what have you. And they do come in bronze. They come in silver. Well, this is a silver metal. They come in gold, rose gold. They come in like thousands of different colors. But it's finding the right ones. Like I said, this is a 1 inch, and that's what I wanted, was the 1 inch, which is what I have. And I've had these for gazillions of years because I love to make them for charms, to go on dangles and things like that. So it is a 1 inch or 20, I think it's 24 millimeters. Do I have millimeters here? Okay, hold on. Conversion table, yes. 1 inch is a 25.4 millimeter. So just look for 25 millimeter, and that will give you the right size. If you wanted a 1 inch circle, or you could cut it, cut the circle yourself. So what I'm doing is I am going to put my images inside the circles. Then I'm going to glue these onto some antique Bible page. This is Luke, but it's in German, but still. And then this is one of Lydia's newly released cabinet cards. I think it's her neutral collection, and these are the angel cards. Now, I printed these. How did I print these? They come 4 to a page, so it comes like this. Let's see. I think this is let's see. Yeah, I think it comes like this. Pretty sure. Okay, so I shrunk it down to 4.5 by 6. I think that's what it was. Well, let's measure it. Well, I've cut it up, but still, it was the size of this. So originally, each one was this size. So it doesn't matter. I just cut them down so that I could get the faces of the angels inside my bezel. Okay? So that's what they're called. They're called bezel trays. And you can get the cabochon trays. So cabochons or bezel or anything like that. And eBay has tons of them, but it's really hard to tell, the sizes. And they have like packs where you can get like a bunch of different sizes. Well, I don't want a bunch of different sizes. I only want one size. So I sized these down so I could just get, their faces. And I already showed you how to take off, you know, this part if you don't want it to be a piece of jewelry. And then I'll show you how I'm going to make a charm as well. So I think what I was going to do, I really like this piece of lace here. I really do. And this is from her Neutrals Christmas Angel ephemera, I think it's called. I'll leave it in the link below, but it's gorgeous. And their faces look so beautiful inside here. So I've already done two, but I'll show you how to do it. So I really like this here. Now I have to figure out where I'm going to place or how many I'm going to place on my little journaling card, which it really isn't going to be a journaling card because it'd be hard to journal on it, but I'm going to make it like that. So anyway, I think, well, I'll just show you how I'm going to cut them out first. So what you want to do is just cut your image. If you got cabinet cards work real well because you can size them down easily and get the faces good. And I just want to get part of her wing. So a good way to do it is to look and see. Okay, now if I cut it there, I'm going to see some white here. So I know I need to cut that down a little bit. And I do want to get, I'd like to get both sides of the wings of this little angel, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. I think I'm only going to be able to get one in there. Let's see. Let me go this way. Let me cut this a little bit on this side. So you just kind of keep playing with it until you figure out where, you know, and I do have a rose as well to show you. You can use anything. You don't have to use images of people or faces or things like that. No, I'm just going to be able to get the one wing in. If I try to get both, yeah, I think I'm going to do it this way. Because that way I can get part of that wing in there and make it look like she is an angel. And I'm just going, and I did print this on photo paper, but you can print it on anything. Not paper though, because paper is so hard to punch through. Well, at least for me. So I think I'm going to cut it one more time just to make sure. I'm going to cut here and see if I can't get more of that wing in there. There, I think that's good. So I got part of her dress as well. And I'm just going to punch it. And there she is. Okay. So now I have 3. I think I'm going to use, I don't want to use exact. So I'll use, let's see. Oh, that is her. And I had cut that right to her head. See, it was much better that I took my time and kind of worked with it a little bit more. So this is the one I just cut, and this is the one I had cut earlier. See how I really like cut off her face there? But this one worked much better because I took my time and really played with my circle punch. So she'll go there, but I don't want to put her in yet because she'll stay in there. She won't come out. And I need to glue it. So there's that one. And then let's see how she'll work. So I know I need to cut this down a bit. I'd love to get her and her little wing, but I don't think, oh yes, maybe. No, I think I'll just be able to get her face. And cut it down just a little bit more and see by going on the other side if I can get a little bit more of her. So now I'm down to about there, okay? And I'm going to slide it in this way and see what I can get. And let me slide it up this way. No, let me take a little bit of this off. and see what I can get again. This, I think, is going to be much better. So just kind of keep playing with it until you see the image you want. And that looks fabulous. Even though, I think I'll cut it down a little bit more from here. So just a hair. And try it again. Oops. Oops. And I do have my tweezers out just in case I cut it down so much that I can't fit it in there. Oh, that's great. That looks great. Let me just move it a little bit. I'll just move it with my scissors so I don't cut off her full face. Let's see. Let me just try it a little bit over here more. Okay, there's where I'm going to cut. Okay? All right. I didn't get a lot of her wing, but I did get a little bit of it, and I still got her whole face. So there's 2. I think I'm only going to do 2 on this card because I do want to put this snowflake here. I'm going to stitch that on. There's just so many to choose from. They're just absolutely, this is the same, but they're all so beautiful. She's gorgeous too. Let me try her. And see, because I love her wreath. But her wing is way over. If it was, oh, wait a minute. I think if I cut it, let me just try this. I love her. I think I'm going to use that. It's got a lot of color in it, and I think it will go with the silver better. Yeah. So I'll do those 2 for now. And now all I'm going to do is Rhonda used little foam dots, but my foam dots, I think, are too thick. But I'm going to try it anyway, because I can always peel it off if it is. So I'm just going to put a foam dot back there. And before I go any further, yeah, it's not going to, it won't lay down in there well enough. So I'm going to use glue. If I can get this off now, which I can. Okay. And I feel comfortable using the glue because I can move it around and make sure it's, well, it doesn't matter, it's circular, so I can move the circle around. I'm just going to put a little dab of glue on the back of this. I'm just using some Fabri-Tac. I know it will stick. As soon as I put her in there, she's going to stick anyway. I mean, she'll stay in there anyway because there's a little lip that kind of holds her in. And she's in there. She's not coming out. Trust me. I've tried to. I put another one in earlier just to test it, and I couldn't get it out. I had to use my tweezers. So let me just hold this down, and I'm going to hold it down with my scissors because it is photo paper, and I don't want to get any glue or anything on her. Not that I think it will, because I only put a little on the very middle. But isn't that so pretty? So pretty. Thank you so much, Rhonda, if you're watching. She did this a while ago, but I have her video written down, so in my ideas book, my inspiration book, so I know what video it is, so I can get to it and post that video. She does a great job. So there's the other one. And I'll hold them up so that you can see them. There's that one, and there's that one, and they're the angels. And I could make like 1,000 of these. I love them. Like I could have them throughout my whole journal, but I think it would be overkill. So that's all you do. Now, if you wanted it to be like a dangle, now let me show you what it does when you put the glass cabochon top on. Look at the difference. I mean, it magnifies it so much, but it is the glass. These are glass, so it does make it very heavy, and I don't want this to be heavy. So now if I wanted to make one that was just, like I said, jewelry, I'll just put a dab on the back of the photo that I'm using. And then I'll place this in here. Now, if you're going to use it as jewelry, you have to be careful where you place it because you've got the circle to put the little thing in there, and you don't want it to be kind of cockeyed. So press it in, and that looks straight to me. Yes. And then, and I'll probably use this on, you know, in my journal somewhere because it's very, very light. And I'll get back to those two in a minute when they dry, and I know that they're dry. Just, oh, this cork is getting very dry. I might have to use a different bottle for these little jewelry findings. And I am not a jewelry maker by any stretch of the imagination. Okay, but I can fumble through. So then all I do is, and these are so old because I did try jewelry making once and I did okay, but it just, I don't know. I think I'm too, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's following directions. I have no idea. So now what I'm going to do is hold this so I can open it up because it's one of those little, you know, jewelry findings so that I can get it. Maybe I'll hold it with this and open it with the other. If I can see where the other part is. Okay, I see it. So now I'm just going to twist this so I can open it up and get it onto there. Because if I just put a bulb pin or something in there, it wouldn't stay right. It would be kind of off. So I just twisted it enough to get it open and get it in there. Maybe I didn't twist it enough. Hold on. I didn't open it up enough, so. And I'm sure I'm using the wrong tools, but like I said, this isn't jewelry one. This is definitely jewelry 101. The very basic. Putting. So then you just put this on here, and then your bulb pin will sit properly. Otherwise, it won't sit properly. And you could put as many of these on as you want and make it as long as you want. But they are very, very sweet in your journal. And the silver ones are nice. It doesn't bother me, but I do love the bronze ones. They're just more vintage, more antique-y looking. Let me see if I can get this closed without both. Nope. I'll need these two. These are really to cut wire, but they hold it pretty well, and it helps me just hold it while I turn this back and close it so that it doesn't fall off, because they are pretty strong. And then you have your little, maybe I should be using my tweezers. But these are the only two jewelry type of things I have. There, I closed it. It's closed now. And then you can go ahead and take your belt pin and, you know, pin it anywhere you want. You know, on a piece of lace or through your paper or what have you. And I always put it in like this and then put it through my paper and then pull it down this way so that it stays like that and doesn't go anywhere. Isn't that so adorable? Oh my gosh, so sweet. So that's if you wanted to make, you know, a little dangle for your journal. So now let me finish this. Now that we're showing you the jewelry part, this is so pretty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this onto this cabinet card here, because this is how it comes. And I already made this so that I didn't have to fiddle with it while I was on camera, because you know me, it takes forever to do anything. So I don't really need to age it. It's plenty aged. And what am I going to use for glue? I'm going to go ahead and use this. It's so fragile. I'm going to glue underneath here. I was going to tear it, but I thought, oh dear. So I'm just going to put some glue on here. Fold this down. I'm just keeping that for the strength. I hope I'm staying in frame. And now I'm going to try and get this on here without going crooked. Already I'm going crooked. I want to fit it right in that white frame. I probably should have inked that up a little bit, but I didn't. So I'm not going to worry about it now. Let me get my paper towel. And Lydia has a gazillion cabinet cards. So, I mean, for whatever you need, just, yeah, check her Etsy shop out. You know, if you're done with Christmas, she has a whole bunch of different cabinet cards. And you just print it 4x6 on your printer. I have an Epson. No, I don't. I have a HP Envy. And when I print, it will say 8x10, 4x6, 5x7, wallet, and I forget what else. So if you were printing, you'd probably want to print this 2 to a page to get it small enough. If it didn't say in your printer, you know, the size. I tried wallet, but they were way too small, because there's the 4 angels on one page. So there that is. I love the German font. Isn't that pretty? So then that's going to get stitched on. So I'll do that later. And I'm going to take my angels. And you could do more. You know, you could do like 3 or 4 on there. But where I'm going to be putting this little lace snowflake here, which isn't really a snowflake, it's part of an antique table runner. Where I'm going to be putting that on there with it, I think 2 is plenty. And then I'll show you what I'm going to do with the back. So let me just glue those on. And you know, I'm going to be using, I forget what Rhonda used to glue these on. She may have used Fabri-Tac, but I'm going to use what's called B7000. It is a jewelry glue, but I use it for everything because it's like super glue. almost. And where it's metal, I just thought, that's what I'm going to use. So I don't need that much. So I'll just put a few dots here like that. And make sure she's straight-ish. Move her down a little bit because that snowflake's going to go up there. And I may, well, probably too late now. If I'm going to sew around it, I'd have to do a hand stitch, because I didn't think of that until just now. So I'm just putting a little bit of this on. It doesn't need a lot. And make sure you put your pin back in pretty much right away, because it will, like super glue, it will dry very fast. If I can see the hole. And like I said, I don't remember exactly what Rhonda used, but I just figured where it's the metal, I'll use the B7000. So there's those. Now let me show you what I'm going to do with the back. Just in case, you know, somebody took it out of the pocket to look at it or whatever, I wanted something on the back. I should have probably done the back first. Oh dear. Make sure those are down pretty tight. And here's the other angels. And then, of course, there's the rose, which I don't know what I'm going to do with yet, or what I'm going to do with these little angels. But they'll go somewhere. Why isn't that drying as fast as it should? Oh, there it is. Yeah, now they're done. And I'll show you what else I made using that glue, which is, it's just fabulous to have. I'm kind of making a mess here, and I'm sorry. Let me just put this in my trash. Okay. So if I weren't putting the snowflake on, I might do another one there. I like to do things in threes, but since I am using the lace, I am going to just do the two. And is that bottom straight? I don't think so. I'm just going to kind of, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to kind of just rough it up a little bit. Why not? I think that will look good. And I'm just using my fingernail. That way, kind of gives it that vintagey look. I should have definitely inked this prior to. But now you know. If it's white, ink it first. Not that I can't ink it now, but yeah, I like that. Just a little bit. And that way. This old paper, I'm telling you what, some things glue really well and some things don't. Sometimes I'll go and I'll try to use a glue stick. No way. It will not, the paper won't stick. I don't know why. It just, I don't know. Maybe because it's so old. The rag paper definitely, for some reason, you have to use a good glue, you know, a good strong glue. Oh, I love this. Thank you so much, Rhonda. Again, if you're watching. She's very busy, I'm sure. As you all are. Okay, so that's that. Now, for the back, where is the back? Those are my little foam dots. Oh, here it is. So for the back, I am going to take, do I have another piece of music paper? I know I do. I mean, Bible page. And what I thought I would do is, you could also cut this out and put this, you know, behind it, which would look really nice too. But I'm not going to. Let me just kind of get this straightish in there. Because I do want some, well, actually, you know what? I could, because this is on cardstock, I could just glue this to this. I really don't need the other card. I can use that for something else. So I think I will. I'll use this, and then I'll show you something else I'm going to do. So let me get this on. And again, I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac just to be safe. And I love numbers, but I don't want it, I don't want that white in there. This one doesn't have any music on it, but that's okay. There. And now I'm going to try and set that down so there's not a lot of the edges of the book page. I can tear those off. Great. Let's make it straight. Doesn't really matter, but and I'm just going to kind of go in here again with my fingernail to try and lift again some of that up. And I just had an idea in my head to do, so I may not be using that lace circle, that little lace snowflake. I don't know. That's what happens when I craft. I change my mind so often. There. Now I'll just take my ruler and try and tear this. Hope it's stark good. No, maybe not. Well, we'll see. Oh, yes. Good. Just what I wanted. Oh my gosh, I love this. I definitely want to see enough of this edge over here too, of the color of the frame. So, sorry this is taking so long. I'm trying to do better with shorter videos. I should use my knife. Well, maybe. I can do it. There we go. I kind of wanted the round edge, the ripped, torn edge on that back. And again, I didn't ink it. It's all right. Can ink it after. There. I really, 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 really like that. So pretty. Isn't that so pretty? Is that okay to say? I need some more glue under there. Just a tad. I'm gonna lift this up without tearing it, I hope. There. And push this over a little bit without, you know, kind of just rough it up a little bit. And you could use music, you know, just regular music paper. You don't have to use Bible. My German Bible has had it, so I'm starting to use it. It's been around for a long time, 1800s. It's right here. And it's just, I hope to be able to use the cover one day for a journal. And this was in the inside. And then, so beautiful. Look, it's gorgeous. And it's, I'm sorry, 1914. It's just gorgeous. But it is coming apart, as you can see. Even the papers inside are breaking. When I turn the page, it will break. There. So I think I am going to add that there. Maybe I'll add it here with the 2. I don't know, that just seems like there's something missing, because I think it's because Rhonda had done, I think, 4. And you can even do these. I'll show you something. You could even do one and say place it. Let me show you. You could take it and place it right on your page, which is what I've seen a lot of people do. Place it right on your page. Not, you know, obviously like that. Just take one of these and place it right on your page. Like that. And that would look amazing. Or you could take it and, you know, use it. I don't have any lace in my Bible yet, but I mean my journal yet, but like I said, you could use it for a dangle. So I haven't really, now that I'm looking at it, I haven't really decided yet what I'm going to do as far as decorating it further. I don't want to do anything with that torn edge. I like it. I think it looks good. I may have to ink it a little bit depending on if I see any white on the back, which I do. And I can ink it later, or can ink it now if my gold ink is right here. I have my desk, guys. Like I said, I have so many things out. So all my ephemera books. It's just crazy. But Christmas is Christmas, and I am really so happy to be able to you know, create something for Christmas. So I'm very grateful, and I'm grateful for your friendships. I'm grateful that you're stopping by, and I'm grateful for all of your inspiration. For anybody that's on YouTube, you know, I haven't been on social media a lot, but I have been watching here and there, and it's just been a hard year for me. So I'm getting back to things. The other thing you could do, if you did want to use this for writing, this is just some old register tape. You could take this, right? And you could take a piece of it and just kind of place it here if you wanted a writing spot to possibly write, you know, a scripture or something about Christmas. You could do something like this. Okay, I'm not going to do anything yet because I don't know. I just kind of wanted to come on and show you this part, which I will be fiddling with, and you don't have to watch me fiddle with it, but I'll be fiddling with it for probably the next 25 minutes because that's what I do. And I'll be holding laces to it, and but you know. But that's basically how you do it. Okay, I hope I made sense. And like I said, I'll leave Rhonda's video in the link below. Again, a little bit French. She is a sweetheart, and she goes slow, and she does a better job. Let's just put it that way. So that's it. And like I said, the silver, I think the silver looks fine. And I may, like I probably will go around it with some silver embroidery floss and do, you know, around the edges, because I don't think my machine will, I don't want to take the chance in hitting one of those with the needle. So I'll probably do the hand embroidery. So that's it for now. I'll be back with another video. You can be sure of that. All right, everybody. Until the next video, take care. Be well, be safe, be kind, and God bless. Love y'all. Bye.